Hi everyone. I hope everybody's doing fine. My name is Andy. I am here because I would like to share some information about what is a leap, surgical procedure that most likely most a good percentage of women get. So just to just make it like a brief thing. When we have our regular pap smear, everything comes up fine, and then the year after, the doctor tells you, hey, you got HPV, and by the way, you have precancer cells. The first thing that you do is like look somebody to blame to, and let me tell you, that's not the solution. So HPV, for so many that didn't know, as I didn't know either. So HPV, it's a sexual transmitted disease which stays in your body, but if your immune system is strong enough, it's able to kill itself. It will go away within a year or within 2 years. Okay, so most likely when you have HPV, precancer cells develop in your cervix. It could be many levels: CIN I, CIN II, CIN III, or CIN IV. Okay, so I was diagnosed with HPV, and I also was diagnosed with CIN II, which means that my cervix, let's just picture an apple. I don't have an apple. Let's just picture this like that, right? So basically, the part of the cervix, is very delicate, it's very soft, and is the neck of your uterus, pretty much. So 15% of my cervix, it has something called dysplasia, which means that it had precancer cells on it. So when the doctor told me that, when he told me I had the HPV and possible precancer cells, we did a biopsy. The biopsy, we did it in the office of the doctor. It was uncomfortable. It felt a lot of pressure, a lot of pressure down there. And I was clearly bleeding for like about, I would say like a week and a half, like this brown discharge. After we had the Leep done, when he explained me everything that he needed to do, most likely I panicked. You always think the worst. It's a minor surgery, but anyway, I suffer from anxiety. So for me, it was the end of the world. So basically, the Leep that I had done, it was like a wire, right? That cuts the infected part of your cervix. This procedure can be done in two ways: either at the doctor's office with local anesthesia, so which means that they inject anesthesia in your cervix, and then they start burning, and also they start cauterizing your cervix once they're done. But since once again I suffer from anxiety, I asked the doctor to do it in the hospital with general anesthesia, with me fully asleep. So when I woke up, everything was done. This minor surgery just requires for you not to eat or drink anything after 12 midnight. And my surgery was at 1 o'clock p.m. So at 12 a.m. I had to stop everything. Basically, I went into the hospital. Everything was fine. I went to sleep. I shut down. When I woke up, everything was done. So what to expect after a Leep? And I'm sharing this because when I was going through the surgery, I had no information whatsoever. I am a medical assistant, but I was not informed fully like what to expect after, because every woman is different. So at that point, I was doing some research, looking for videos, and I didn't find one video that explains the after what to expect after the surgery. I'm sorry. So I went home the same day. I woke normally, everything was fine. I was almost not bleeding at all the same day. It did not became painful pain, but you feel like pressure down there, like on your lower stomach, you feel like a little discomfort. I wouldn't call it pain, but it's discomfort. I was able to work the next day. Everything was fine. I was walking slowly, very, very good. Everything was okay. But day number 4 after the surgery, I started bleeding. It's not like a heavy period is like a regular period. So I would probably use 4 pads a day, but I change pads. Doesn't matter if they're dirty or not. But like it was a reasonable amount of bleeding. After the Leep was done, CIN II was cut. 1 week passed, and bleeding was there. I had to wait 1 more week for the doctor to do the 2 week follow-up. So to check if the cervix is growing, to give you the results of the biopsy, because besides cutting the infected part of your cervix, they take a biopsy of the part that they cut, and they also take a biopsy of the inside. Once again, the cervix, the way that I see it, is like an apple, right? When the apple is messed up in the outside, there's a little brownish. What you do, you cut that part, and then the apple is still good in the inside. So that's what, like, kind of what the cervix was. He wanted to make sure that no precancer cells or any cancer was inside the rest of the cervix. So he gave me the biopsy result. Everything came out negative, thank God. Everything is good. So today is November 11, I think. Yeah, I think. I think it's November 11. If it's not, I'm so sorry, guys. I don't have nothing to look at the calendar. So it has been pretty much 4 weeks after surgery. Usually the time period that the doctor gives you to for sexual abstinence is 6 weeks. Okay. If you're wondering if it would affect in any way having sex before the 6 weeks, let me share this with you. I did have intercourse last week. I was very slightly bleeding. I had no pain whatsoever. My partner was really careful as well. I had no pain whatsoever. And until today, I'm still like pinkish bleeding, but no pain, nothing excessive. I am taking care of myself. I'm taking oregano oil. I'm also taking multivitamins, and I'm taking this that is odorless garlic. I don't know if you guys can see it. Odorless garlic oil. Basically this helps a lot. Garlic is it's a natural antibiotic that you can just put in your system, since it's natural, so it helps a lot. I've been feeling really good lately. I had no pain. As per the doctor, my cervix, he cut it only a little bit. He didn't need to cut that much. But out of the 100%, my cervix grew back within 2 weeks, like about, he said, 60%. So more than half of what he cut it. Mind you, what he cut it was really, really minimal. So you want to stop bleeding until it's fully healed. Okay? Women are supposed to, as I said, abstinence for sex for 3 weeks up to 6 weeks, depending, your body, everybody's different. I haven't gotten no infection, no UTI. I have not wear any tampons, take baths or go pools, something like that. Nothing. I've been able to take care of myself. So as far as what to expect after the recovery, since I'm a person who doesn't have kids, the first question that popped out was, okay, what's going to happen now? I'm going to be able to have kids or not? So my doctor's answer was, there's no possibilities, most likely, for me not being able to have kids. The cervix has nothing to do with your reproductive, actually, like the ovulation stuff that occurs when men and women have intercourse. So the doctor only told me, like, for example, if it happens for me to be pregnant, if I had intercourse last week and it happened for me to be pregnant this week, I gotta keep in mind that my cervix still will grow, and that will cause how would you say it? Probably a premature delivery. So my baby could be born 6 months, 7 months, and not in the 9 months. So that's the reason why he said choose to keep things easy, and he will do a pap smear next year. He did not say he would do a pap smear every 3 or every 6 years due to the HPV. The reason why is that he explained me since he needs my cervix to be fully healed in order for me to probably kill the virus itself with my own immune system. Let me see if I'm missing something else. So yeah, my next pap smear is gonna be next year, if I'm not mistaken, July 2020. I am good, fully good. I did have some mood changes, I could say, and maybe a little bit of breast pain, but not breast on the, like, most likely right here on the sides, but nothing to worry about. My doctor is an amazing doctor. If you want to know, I live in New Jersey. He's from Hoboken. Dr. Osber Fernandez. I can completely recommend you to him if you're in the area. He has done with this is 2 surgeries. I had endometriosis and this minor surgery that was also on his hands. So as far as now, that's all I have to report. So if anything, I can come back in like a month to see if I'm having any side effects, any bleeding, anything like that. But if you have any questions, just please drop them over here. You can subscribe. I'm going to see if I can make more videos regarding of my experiences in the medical field, or my experiences in medical procedures that I have gone through, so I can explain to you most likely what to expect. As I said, when I went through the Leep, I was looking for videos to see what to expect, how people feel. I didn't find any. So I hope this video is very helpful for you. And women, take care of yourself. God bless you all. And I'll be back probably in a month to see what's going on around here, and to probably give you more details about any other things, and also to give you more details after my Leep. Take care.